A very good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of KSI Morning Brief. This is Mashur, and joining with me today is Anjana to take you through the latest on world markets and news. To begin with, global markets. In the US, the Nasdaq 100 index set a new intraday record on Thursday, becoming the first major US stock index to fully erase losses from the coronavirus sell-off. eBay led the Nasdaq's run-up, leaping as much as 9.8% after revealing strong demand through the second quarter. The Dow was up by 0.05%, the S&P 500 was down by 0.34%, and the Nasdaq was down by 0.69%. Meanwhile, in Europe, the euro jumped to a 12-week high against the dollar on Thursday after the ECB increased its crisis bond buying program by 600 billion euros. The Pan-European Stock 600 closed down by almost 0.8% provisionally following the ECB decision, with all sectors turning negative. Auto shares were the worst performance, falling 1.7%. The FTSE 100 was down by 0.64%, the DAX was down by 0.45%, and the CAC 40 was down by 0.21%. Looking at Asia, the Hang Seng Index was barely moved today as investors followed the developments in Hong Kong closely. The Shanghai Composite ended lower on Thursday on deepening worries about trade tensions about the Trump administration barred Chinese passengers carriers from flying to the United States. The Nikkei was down by 0.30%, the Hang Seng was up by 0.17%, and at the close, the Shanghai Composite Index was down by 0.14% at 2,919.25 points after swinging between negative and positive territories earlier. Looking at commodities, Saudi Arabia and Russia intends to extend cuts of 9.7 million barrels per day that major producers agreed to in April. But a suggestion by the OPEC's current president to meet on Thursday was delayed amid talks about poor compliance by some producers. Oil prices fell on Thursday on doubts over the ability of top crude producers to agree to extend record output cuts, heightened by worries over a build in US fuel inventories. The US crude fell 0.16% to $37.35 per barrel, and Brent was flat on the day. Meanwhile, some updates from Europe. The European Central Bank announced on Thursday that it will increase its pandemic emergency purchase program by 600 billion euros. The amount comes on top of 750 billion euros of government bond purchases the ECB announced in March, taking the total to 1.35 trillion euros. The central bank also said Thursday that the duration of the program will be extended from the end of 2020 until June 2021. The central bank also updated its economic forecasts and said it now is expecting the Eurozone economy to contract by 8.7% this year, before rebounding to 5.2% growth in 2021 and 3.3% in 2022. Next on global news, we have Anjana to bring you some latest updates.
SoftBank Group Corp is launching a $100 million fund to invest in companies led by founders and entrepreneurs of color, the latest corporate action as protest royal in the United States. Looking at Europe, Germany launched a fresh 146 billion stimulus to help the economy navigate through coronavirus. As part of the plan, VAT will be slashed from 19% to 16% for 6 months as of July 1st. The rescue plan also includes a $56 billion fund for climate change, innovation, and digitization of German economy. Now looking at Asia, HSBC and Standard Chartered have given their backing to China's new security law for Hong Kong. Both banks have made statements saying the proposed law can help maintain long-term stability in the troubled city. HSBC's statement noted that the Hong Kong Association of Banks had already issued a statement saying the law would contribute to a stable business environment. So that's it from global news. Let's look at COVID-19 updates. The total cases around the world has risen up to 6.6 million and the death count has reached to 390,775. 115,215 daily cases have been reported. Meanwhile, in Sri Lanka, 1,796 total cases have been reported with 11 deaths, and 47 cases have been reported during the past 24 hours. Looking at the vaccine updates, Germany is set to forge a new alliance with the 3 European Union countries to secure access to coronavirus vaccines once they are developed. Germany is eager to ensure the EU will have vaccine access over fear that China or the United States may attempt to control purchases of any potential vaccines once they're developed. Meanwhile, the Spanish lawmakers vote to extend the state of emergency for the sixth time as cases surpass 240,000. According to the latest reports, the emergency will be extended until 21st of June. Israel suspended parliament sessions after a legislator tested positive for coronavirus amid concerns about new outbreak in the country. Meanwhile, the Trump administration has selected 5 companies, including Moderna, AstraZeneca, and Pfizer, as the most likely candidate to produce a vaccine for the novel coronavirus. The selected companies will get access to additional government funds, help in running clinical trials, and financial and logistical support. Qatar has started to ease its coronavirus restrictions slightly, allowing people to exercise outdoors without having to wear a mask, and extending the working hours of the commercial and service sector. And that's it from today's KSI Morning Brief. We'll be joining you again on Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. Thank you.